I thought VJ Edgecombe wasn't supposed to be a good three-point shooter. So far this season, he's attempting 6.3 threes per game. That is a ridiculous amount for what he was supposed to be, and also he's shooting 42.1%. I always see scouts talking about free throw percentage being a good indication whether or not someone's three-point shot will trend in the right direction. Well, VJ currently shooting 82.4% from the free throw line. Above the break three-pointers have been his spot. That's where he's getting it done. So he's shooting 5.7 field goals in that spot. 44.1%. Now, the second area he takes the most shots is, of course, the restricted area at the basket. 3.7 shots attempted per game, and he's shooting 72.7% as of now. And then in the painted region, when he can't fully get to the basket, 3.5 shots per game, 47.6%. And then lastly, every now and again, he'll take a mid-range jumper, 33%, but once again, very low volume in that area. So the three spots where he takes the most shots, he's been efficient. And that would be above the break three, restricted area at the basket, and of course the painted region. Yesterday against Brooklyn, I was just perplexed and confused because it really hit me. How is he this good of a shooter already? I don't understand it. And just the confidence. He's been in so many different situations this year as a shooter. For example, on this one, Tyrese Maxey throws him the rock with really no advantage, and the defender has his hands up. You think as a rookie, he would try to get to the basket using his speed and athleticism, but instead, he's so confident in his shot right now, it doesn't matter that the defender's right there ready to contest. And this shot is so huge for his game because eventually, if he keeps hitting these, teams can't play defense like this, meaning they got to get up and they got to close out harder on him. Also, it's crazy to think, but in the first game of the year against Boston, they could care less about him shooting. They were like, please do. And now fast forward to last night, you see a little more aggressiveness and respect to his three-point shot already in this scenario. But this next clip that I'm about to go over is really the highlight that stood out to me and made me think, wow, he's already a great shooter. So Tyrese Maxey has the rock and Terrence Mann is really helping off to take away that drive. So Maxey just throws it to VJ. And this right here is what real floor spacers do. They're well beyond the three-point line to give the team as much space as possible, and when they catch it, despite being at the 4-point line, they're still a threat to shoot. And you can tell there was no other thought in his mind. He knew what he was doing right when he was catching. He was going right up to that deep three-pointer. And once again, the contest is there, but he's not feeling that contest, and it's nothing but net. Look at the way it's going in the basket. Look at the way it's kissing the net. That's ridiculous. For a guy who shot 34% in college, for a guy who was struggling in the summer league, even in the preseason, he shot 25% from three. Clearly, he's a hard worker off the court, or this is not possible. And obviously, it's probably going to go down a bit. But to me, it's not all about efficiency. It's really about his volume. That's the most impressive thing to me. Like, he's had, bad starts where he's bricking, but you could tell there's a belief that eventually I know I'm going to make the shot because I trust my work. You could see that in him. And that belief is really what makes defenses respect your shot. And then reps like this, Joel Embiid causing a double team, kick to VJ, he pump fakes, one dribble. You have a very aggressive contest, contact after the make, and still look at how he makes this shot. Nothing but net. Let's go back to pivotfade.com real quick. So he's taking 9.2 jump shots per game. Now, the shot types that include is catch and shoot, where obviously he takes the most, and then pull-ups, step-backs, fadeaways, and turnarounds. As a jump shooter, 45.5%. That's good for 82nd percentile. Also, he's making 4.2 jump shots per game, 92nd percentile. And his volume is also 89th percentile. For him to show this type of growth already in year one as a jump shooter, so early into his NBA career, it's just insane, and it truly raises his ceiling because he's not doing it just off the ball. You see flashes on the basketball. I mean, this was supposed to be his weakness, but honestly, this is the driving force of him leading the Rookie of the Year conversation right now. Now, do I suspect him to go through, bad shooting stretches? Yeah, for sure, but he's already showing signs like this at 20 years old. His first couple games as a starter, this dude's got crazy confidence. That makes me believe in him, and we know he's a hard worker. Imagine 5 years down the road what he looks like as a shot maker. What a start. Hopefully he keeps it up. But let me know your thoughts below. Do you agree? Do you disagree?